Hi players, we want to introduce you to a new contest we're running this week. It is called the Skills Challenge. So submit a video to contest@scottishunited.com and submit the video of you doing a special skill. Could be a rainbow, could be a flick, could be something. And we're going to have 2 different categories, one for younger players entry, okay? So good luck. Hi everyone, welcome to Gaffers Roundtable. I'm Dave McCarthy. I'm here with Kevin Poissant and Paul Hamilton. Maybe we'll start with just what we do here at the club and then we'll get into some questions. Paul?
Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in. I'm the PDP director here at Scottish United and I also coach the 2006 PDP boys team.
Awesome. Kev?
I'm Kevin Poissant. I'm the executive director of Scottish United Soccer Club and also serve as vice president of the Edmonton Scottish Society. If sidewalks need to be shoveled or garbages need to be emptied, I'm the man.
Awesome. So my title is I'm the director of development for the club. And in that role, obviously, it comes down to me to start the big questions here, which is, Paul, who's your favorite team and why?
And why? Okay, might be a little cliche for a little people, but Manchester United is my favorite team. Honestly, growing up, they were always the team that was being played on TV. Soccer Saturday back in the day. I know you guys are a little bit older than I am, so you probably remember Soccer Saturdays on TV.
Did you have Graham Leggett?
I remember Graham Leggett, yes I do.
Dale Barnes? Do you remember Dale Barnes?
I do. I'm old enough that I remember soccer made in Germany, so we're really dating ourselves here.
I don't know that one. That's
Go
over
on.
my head. Anyways, yeah, they were always the team on, so I was always watching them from a very young age, and Man United's my team. It's a little weird too, because Dad's born in Leeds.
Written out of the will, but that's okay.
It all goes.
Yep.
Kev, what about you?
Rangers FC. I support Glasgow Rangers because of my mum. My mum's from Glasgow. That was the team that she supported, despite the fact that her father supported Partick Thistle, everyone's second favorite Scottish football team. And yeah, she was all match, basically sat on her knee, and if she told me I needed to support the Rangers, that's who I supported.
I love how you call it the Rangers.
Well, it is Rangers FC. Too many people call it Glasgow Rangers. Some of the people watching this will talk about when we went into administration and say that, well, we won't go into it. Andy Holt, if you're watching, this is about you. David, who's your favorite team, though?
It will be no surprise to anyone that has ever come within 1,000 feet of me that my favorite team is West Ham United. So I'm a lot like Paul in so much that I disappointed a lot of family members. My dad, Spurs supporter. My brother, my mom, Arsenal supporters. And my wife, Arsenal supporter. So
you picked the worst London team. There's a lot of London you could have picked.
But I have the best reason for what? First of all, I was born in England, brought up in Essex before we immigrated to Canada. And the reason that I'm a West Ham supporter is very simple. My nan bought me my first kit. So she bought me a kit, she bought me a bag, and the rest is history. And yeah, it's been a little bit torturous, I gotta be honest, right? And God love Nate, I love you. You're my son. We're in this together.
Love it.
Right? So those are the simple reasons. But then out of that, we say, okay, these are the reasons that we have of why we love our favorite teams. But what about your favorite player, Kev? Who's your favorite player and why?
And it's not, I'm not saying this because he recently passed away. It's Diego Maradona. Most Scots will say Maradona is their second favorite player, behind whomever else they support because of 86. Diminutive like me. Anyone that knows me knows I'm a wee bit vertically challenged. But he was the one player that, for me growing up, 86, I was 15, he brought me out of my seat. for good and bad. I mean, most people will say that give me a hero and I'll give you a little bit of tragedy, and that was his life. Yeah, he just single-handedly could win a match. He could single-handedly break your heart, and I like a little bit of controversy.
Well,
so
you
that's
certainly
my man.
You got one there.
Definitely got it.
Paul, what about you?
Honestly, I'd have to say Nemanja Vidic.
Weird.
Weird, yeah.
So strange.
Win
Honest-
headers, win tackles.
That's what I modeled my game after. Yeah, that guy growing up, I mean, I wasn't a young kid when he was playing for Man United, but I was a little bit older and very influential, and he was the guy that I looked at and was like, I want to be him. Like he stepped on the field and you were like, he's going to do everything he can to win tackles, to win headers, to block shots, to do everything for his team. And that's kind of how I tried to play the game and still try to play the game, even though I'm getting a bit older, and my wife will probably tell me after a game that I need to tone it down a little bit.
Stop
but
blocking shots with your face?
Yes, she has told me that a couple times.
Probably the best January signing in English Premier League history.
Yes, yeah.
Him and Evra. Patrice Evra, Nemanja Vidic, January signings.
Yeah. So he's my favorite player to this day.
So out of the Ferdinand and Vidic combination, you had an opportunity to take a ball-playing center half that could bring the ball out of the back, and you picked
Yeah.
Vidic.
Yeah, honestly. The guy was a warrior. The guy was an animal. He was. Yeah.
You'd go to war with him.
Yeah, 100%. Anyone else next to him would go to war with him as well. Why do you think they were so successful?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure it's someone that you want to play against.
Vidic did the dirty work.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
100%.
Let me guess. Mark Noble.
Mark Noble is definitely in the top 10.
Top 10.
However, my favorite player,
Fingers crossed that he says the right thing.
Paulo Di Canio.
Yes.
Paulo Di Canio was like as I played the game, I was on occasion suspect to maybe the occasional yellow card here and there. So to kind of consider myself, of that kind of player that you wanted to be with, right? Like you wanted to emulate. You just would do anything. And I've never known another player that wanted to win as much as Paulo Di Canio.
But I'm going to say this. Paulo Di Canio also had a chance to score. And he won the FIFA Fair Play
Yes,
award.
I remember that.
Caught a ball in midair because he didn't want to take advantage of a situation. So,
Yep.
yes, he wanted to win, but he wanted to win the right way.
Yeah, and I still remember there was an interview done with Harry Redknapp about that exact incident, who was his manager at the time. And he said, I don't know what I wanted to do at the end of the game. Did I want to hug him or did I want to kill him?
Exactly.
So, but you're right. He wanted to win. He would do anything to win. And some of the goals, like I think he got rated as one of the top 10 all-time Premier League goals for that volley.
Oh.
And I still remember the
one.
goal that he scored. I think it was in the FA Cup against Barthez for Man United when Barthez just stopped and threw his hands in the air. And he just, that's it. I'm going. I'm
Best
going to
training session goal in history, a Rabona volley. I don't know if you've ever seen
I
it.
did. It was actually
decent.
he wasn't with West Ham. He was with, I forget what team he was. Yeah, I saw that one recently.
Decent.
Yeah, it was decent. So, looking at the kind of player that we just really love, but then as we grew up in the game, we always looked at a player that we kind of saw as a little bit of a role model and a player that we kind of go, which player, has really influenced you in terms of your playing ability and you really looked up to and you kind of wanted to be like as a player? Paul?
Honestly, yeah, I'll say Vidic. And you both have seen me play recently and in the past, and that's who I emulated, or tried to at least. A person who gives everything they can on the field, will do everything they can to make a tackle, block a shot, win a header. That's what I wanted to be and how I wanted to play. And Vidic was the perfect example of that. I'd like to think I could play the ball a little bit,
A little bit.
but I also like to tackle and like to get stuck in and win headers, as most people.
It's funny. This is probably 4 or 5 years ago. We were down in Calgary, indoor provincials, boarded football, and Hammy took I think it was an elbow, got cut open for some stitches, comes back and plays in the final, and had a
Poor touch.
Poor touch.
I had a poor touch.
His second touch was going to be a tackle, but it was too close to our goal, so he couldn't tackle it. So to block the shot, he threw his head in front of it and blocked the shot with his face, stitches and all. I remember after the game, my daughter was there watching it, and she was like, I can't believe he did that. I'm like, don't tell Becca.
I ended up telling Becca, and that's one of those times where she said, what the F are you thinking?
Yeah, like most good, partners.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I
Exactly.
think so. What about you, Kev? Did you have a player that you really looked up to?
Do you know what's funny? I'm going to go back to being really young, impressionable, and being a season ticket holder for the Edmonton Drillers in the NASL. And two players. One, a goalkeeper by the name of John Beretta. So for, older Edmontonians that followed the game when we had the national, the NASL, North American Soccer League going, John was a goalkeeper, and he came to my school along with some other players, and somehow I got picked out of the crowd to take a penalty. And he clearly knew which way I was going. He dove the other way and allowed me to score. And after, he picked me up and put me on his shoulder and kind of paraded me around, and I felt important. And clearly, not going to be a goalkeeper, I can't touch the crossbar, but he gave me this idea that football is not just fun, but it can enrich your life. So wherever John Beretta is these days, and I might talk to Pasquale DeLuca, who coaches here, that played with John, shout out to him for making me really doubly fall in love with the game. But there was a fellow that came into Edmonton, and everyone knew he was a world-class player. His name was Peter Nogli. And Nogli was a big player in the Bundesliga, played with West Germany on the national team before the unification of Germany. And he came in, and you could clearly see he was just a different class. And yes, we joked the other day, Hammy and the rest of us, about the NASL. There were some great players that came through the NSL. Pele, Canalia, Cruyff, Best, Hamilton, Lemire, some really good players that came through the NSL. Peter Nogli was one of those, and he came in with Edmonton, and when I watched him play, I was like, wow, this guy's fantastic. Yeah. Not that I, back in the day, was ever going to be a sweeper like he was, but I just loved how classy he was on the ball.
Yeah, I think it's really interesting to know the players that we saw growing up, and granted, being about the same age, our ability to watch games and things on TV were pretty limited. They were really limited to those big events. Like I remember we used to get an hour and a half football a week, and then there'd be 45 minutes of extended highlights from one English game and 45 minutes extended highlights from an Italian game, and that was it for the whole week. And so, and it's not like the internet existed then, so you couldn't follow along with anything. So it was usually those big events, right? And one of those big events kind of shaped me as a player, and funny enough, it's not a West Ham player. It was the 1986 World Cup, which was the real first moment that I fell in love with football. Yeah. And it was Gary Lineker. And Gary Lineker was
Poacher.
Yeah, it was everything that I wanted to be, and I played a lot like him. Like, I was front player, loved to score goals. I didn't necessarily track back, Hi everyone, welcome to Gaffer's Roundtable. I'm Dave McCarthy. I'm here with Kevin Poissant and Paul Hamilton. Maybe we'll start with just what we do here at the club, and then we'll get into some questions. Paul?
Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in. I'm the PDP director here at Scottish United, and I also coach the 2006 PDP boys team.
Awesome. Kev?
I'm Kevin Poissant. I'm the executive director of Scottish United Soccer Club, and also serve as vice president of the Edmonton Scottish Society. If sidewalks need to be shoveled or garbages need to be emptied.
But like you said, Messi is just one of those once-in-a-lifetime gifts that is just, yes, like you said, he's worked hard, but he just is natural with the ball. And I think Ronaldo, you can see Instagram videos and workout videos and all the stuff.
Hyperbaric chambers.
Yes, he has just taken the lifestyle to a different level.
Yeah,
he
true.
Eat, sleeps, and breathes and works out as a footballer.
Yeah.
Not to say Messi doesn't, but Ronaldo at 30, whatever he is now, is an animal. He's a machine. It doesn't look like, Ronaldo.
He's almost 35.
It doesn't look like he's slowing down.
No, it doesn't. No, you're right. He
So
scores goals for fun,
Yeah. All time, I don't know. I don't really have an answer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Declan Rice for today for you, eh?
Declan Rice. He's a banger. But not good enough to leave West Ham, let's be fair. Right? So I think, I can't get by the Ronaldo, Messi current structure for now. And I would say Messi. And the reason I say Messi is just I see him do things that I just don't see another human being doing. Like some of the goals that he scored, and much like with the argument going the other way, it's not to diminish what Ronaldo does, because Ronaldo is incredible. I don't know that you can get up. I think Lewandowski's, in terms of pure finishers, like his ability to score goals, and he is a physical specimen like that. He is put together, right? And I'm sure being a defender has influenced you, because you're like, that's probably a guy maybe I don't want to go up against, right?
Definitely would not want to.
Right? But in terms of Messi's ability with the ball and his ability to make other players around him that much better, and you look at Xavi and Iniesta and that group of players they had, which when you look back on
greatest team in history. But he hasn't won with Argentina. He's got close, hasn't won. He hasn't won anywhere else aside from Barcelona. And I'd suggest without Xavi, Iniesta, Puyol, some of those players, he hasn't had the same success. Ronaldo, everywhere he's gone, he has won. Everywhere he's gone, he has scored goals. And I also look at him as a player that many people should emulate. I think he willed himself into becoming a world-class player. He's put in the work. He's put in the time. He has trained at a level that most people can't imagine, while Messi is one of those players that's touched by the hand of a football god. Not to diminish the hard work he's put in, but I think it's different than the work that Ronaldo's put in. So that's why I'd suggest today is the best player in the world, not on form, but somebody who's still playing at the highest level. And in terms of all time, as I intimated before, I think Maradona, what he was able to do with Argentina, with a limited group around him, what he's able to do in Napoli, on the field, not off the field. Nobody could have won a Scudetto with those players around him. And the refereeing in those days was very different than it is now.
True.
He probably would have drawn 20 fouls a game every game. And with that wand of the left foot, he probably would have scored how many more off of dead balls. I can't imagine a player that could have accomplished what he did at that moment in time. And I was able to watch him. I wasn't able to watch Pelé. Cruyff, I saw a little bit in the NASL. I saw him live, to be honest. But for me, it's Maradona.
Yeah. Paul, what about you?
I might go in a different direction than Kev.
Vidic.
Not quite.
Maldini.
He's in there for a shout, but the best player on form right now in the past, say, 12 months, I'd probably say Lewandowski. I think he's going to win the Ballon d'Or this year. The guy scores buckets of goals for Bayern Munich, who is arguably the best team in the world right now.
Might be inarguably, to be honest, based on champions. Yeah.
They won the Champions League last year.
Yeah.
They're looking poised to do something again. So I'd probably say him. I think he's the best player in the world right now. Not to say Messi and Ronaldo aren't in for a shout as well, but I think he right now is the best player in the world. Those two are, Messi and Ronaldo, are obviously in the argument for
Everything.
like most recently for everything, yeah. But right now, Lewandowski.
What about all time?
It's tough for me. I didn't grow up in the era watching Maradona, Pelé, way before my time.
Who he probably should have been able to watch was Zinedine Zidane.
Yes.
He was a magician as well with the ball at his feet. He did some special things. I don't know if I have an answer for this one. It's Messi or Ronaldo, and I can't differentiate between the two. They both do different things. I mean, they both will their teams to win and can score goals on command, but I don't know if I can pick between them. It's too close. They're both so good.
Yeah.
They both have changed the game.
Absolutely changed the game.
True. Yeah.
But like you said, Messi is just one of those once-in-a-lifetime gifts that is just, yes, like you said, he's worked hard, but he just is natural with the ball. And I think Ronaldo, you can see Instagram videos and workout videos and all the stuff.
Hyperbaric chambers.
Yes, he has just taken the lifestyle to a different level.
Yeah,
he
true.
Eat, sleeps, and breathes and works out as a footballer.
Yeah.
Not to say Messi doesn't, but Ronaldo at 30, whatever he is now, is an animal. He's a machine. It doesn't
Ronaldo?
look like, yes, yeah. Ronaldo.
He's almost 35.
He doesn't look like he's slowing down.
No, it doesn't. No, you're right. He
So
scores goals for fun, you know?
Yeah. All time, I don't know. I don't really have an answer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Declan Rice for today for you, eh?
Declan Rice. He's a banger. But not good enough to leave West Ham, let's be fair. Right? So I think, I can't get by the Ronaldo, Messi current structure for now. And I would say Messi. And the reason I say Messi is just I see him do things that I just don't see another human being doing. Like some of the goals that he scored, and much like with the argument going the other way, it's not to diminish what Ronaldo does because Ronaldo is incredible. I don't know that you can get up. I think Lewandowski's, in terms of pure finishers, like his ability to score goals, and he is a physical specimen like that. He is put together, right? And I'm sure being a defender has influenced you because you're like, that's probably a guy maybe I don't want to go up against, right?
Definitely would not want to.
Right? But in terms of Messi's ability with the ball and his ability to just to make other players around him that much better, and you look at Xavi and Iniesta and that group of players they had, which when you look back on
Greatest team in history.
Yeah,
By
unbelievable,
far,
right? And where would I go? I'm going to go a little bit left field, and it might be a little bit of a homer pick, but and I never saw him play, but just his influence in the game and the fact that they only ever won one World Cup.
Bobby Moore.
Right.
I knew it.
Right? But he was...
He couldn't help himself.
But an unbelievable... Like, when you see him play, he was the epitome of a total footballer. Like, he was maybe one of those very first center halves that could handle the ball, that could bring the ball up. And it looked like he was in slow motion when he moved with the ball. Like, he would just glide down the pitch. And he's just... Like, I don't know that it's a coincidence that... that England's not won since, because we've never had another player like that. Everyone wants to always compare the next major center half like a Ferdinand, to he's going to be the next.
You mean Harry Maguire is not that person?
I was not gonna mention Harry Maguire.
No, they shouldn't be mentioned in the same breath.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you though.
Yeah.
Was Jeff Hurst's goal in or not?
Oh, 100% in. There is absolutely zero question. And there was no VAR needed for that.
VAR says goal.
No VAR. Yeah, it was definitely a goal. Okay. Yeah, and no small coincidence of the number of West Ham players that were in that '66 World Cup winning team, right?
And clearly they need to do the same if they're going to win another one.
Let's see. We got Declan Rice and
Declan Rice.
Yeah, I don't know. Then we got another one. So I don't know that.
But is Calvin Phillips better than Declan Rice?
Yes.
Yes.
No chance.
By far.
By far. Come on, behave.
He is.
More mobile, better range of passing. Defensively, breaks up more. Calvin Phillips. You heard it here.
Calvin Phillips over Declan Rice.
And that's not just because his father supports Leeds. It's because it's the truth.
Yeah. Yeah, you certainly could take a grain of salt from the fact that there's two Man United supporters going against one West Ham supporter. You could do that if you want,
Man United hates Leeds. I should not be...
You come from a Leeds background, though.
It's true, but...
And someone told me the other day, I think it was you, Leeds is now turned into everyone's favorite second team. I don't have a favorite second team.
But you know why, though? Bielsa.
Bielsa.
Yeah, Bielsa is...
That's why.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Right, but then we always forget about the recent... What's happening now, and you got to know your history, right? So everyone looks at Leeds and they go, oh, yeah. It's like everyone that supports Man City now. Oh, yeah, there's this great team. Well... You don't have to look that far back in the history books to know that they were in the second tier of English football for a long time. And they used to be a yo-yo club.
However, Leeds, under Don Revie, everyone,
European champions.
Please watch the movie
The
Damned United.
Yeah.
Quality. Damned
Great
United.
movie.
That's my Netflix pick of the week.
We have to get a sponsor for that one.
We should get a sponsor for that one.
It's a great
Damned
movie.
United.
I don't know if it's on Netflix.
I don't know. It was.
Don't know.
Spend the $5.99 on Amazon. Rent it. Do it.
Okay, I guess the next question is, Hammy, what manager, either past or present, most represents your current coaching style? So first of all, how would you define your coaching style?
My coaching style. I'm not going to say compared to you two, but next to you two. I'm a relatively newer coach. You guys have been coaching for a little bit longer than I have.
I think he just called us old.
That was a nice way of saying that.
Yeah, you know what? Euphemistically, we're old. Thanks.
Nice way of saying it. I chose the nice way, Dave. You just tried to be more blunt than myself.
With
And
that frankness.
maybe that comes with age or...
Experience.
Confidence.
I think you mean the
Confidence.
word experience.
Gotcha.
Just take age for experience.
Okay, I'll try to use that one next time. I'd like to say I have a calm demeanor, and I feel like most people that know me, that's just my everyday demeanor in life. So I try to emulate that or keep that going on the field. I don't want to be out there rallying my players up when it's unnecessary. It's hard to. That's a hard question. A lot of managers, I feel like you only see kind of what they want you to see. I mean, in the game is a little bit different when they are out on the touchline yelling and screaming and things like that. But from what I've read and seen, I'd say this might be just a cliche based on my previous answers to some questions in the Gaffers Roundtable, but Sir Halilić. Honestly,
But he's the hairdryer guy.
Yeah.
He's the one that goes in the dressing room and throws a boot at David Beckham's head.
Okay, maybe not that though, but I've
Not that part. Not the part.
Not that part.
I've never kicked a boot at one of my players, but just his man management style. Just he was able to get the best out of a lot of his players that you wouldn't think you could get the best out of, and maybe not like the best out of them, but just the guy put together some unbelievable teams.
Yeah.
Think about that team that beat West Ham, or not West Ham.
They did beat West Ham.
They beat another London club, Arsenal, 8-2. Like the team that he had playing that day, it was like he had 8 defenders playing plus Rooney and like Tevez up front, and we beat Arsenal 8-2 or something like that. That was just, I don't know.
So apparently he only ever recommended one player to Jose Mourinho.
Who was that? I can't remember.
I read that not long ago.
Dele Alli.
Yes.
It was from
right.
episode 1 of
That
the
is
Tottenham
right.
All or Nothing.
Tottenham. Yeah,
that's right.
on Prime. Yeah.
When he
I
was
do-
with MK Dons.
Was it? Is that?
Yeah,
Dele Alli
he was
with
he
MK
was
Dons.
before
Yeah.
Tottenham. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
That is very interesting.
Yeah, it's. But then
Don't know if I can see it, but
Sir Halilić is the legend. You know, the myth, the urban, the legend, everything that goes with it. And he didn't get every decision right. Right.
No.
Like there were some things that didn't necessarily. I think you can't mention Sir Halilić without mentioning David Moyes, right? Like that clearly didn't work out. Like that was his choice. But some of the things that he did, and some of the players he identified, like say Cristiano Ronaldo, from an early age,
Yeah.
and getting some of those deals done was incredible. And you're right, the connection to, and what I got most from Sir Halilić is how he would have the players' backs. Like he was, even though I wouldn't term him as a players manager, I would certainly term him as someone that would support the players in terms of their vision and their guidance.
it was hard to go against anything he did as a manager with his players because of how successful they were.
Oh, absolutely.
I
Good
mean,
point.
sure, he pushed Roy Keane out the door, he pushed Beckham out the door, and those were big.
One player he pushed out the door too early was Jaap Stam.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
But most of the time, he pushed players out at the right time.
Yeah.
He understood
But he
the
made
best
those.
before.
He wasn't scared to make a big decision.
No. But
Right.
and you can't blame him. Like you can't fault him for that. They were so successful during those 80s, 90s, early 2000s.
Oh, they were like I remember a quote was attributed to him. He said he could tell that they were going to win based on how he would look at his opponent before they even walked into the tunnel, because
Yeah.
he could already see it. He
Yeah.
could see that they were beaten when their bus arrived to the stadium, and
Yeah.
that's the kind of influence that he had on the game.
Fergie time.
Yeah. Kev, what about you?
I'm going to go outside of football. I'm going to basketball and 2 coaches. So I try and I read things. And John Wooden and Steve Kerr. So John Wooden was one of probably the most influential coaches around North America. He was very principle-based. He looked at creating standards, and he believed in his players. And Steve Kerr, through Greg Popovich, is very similar. Steve Kerr's goal is to become redundant where he's not needed, to the point that he wasn't needed in the NBA playoffs. He had hurt his back, and he felt that if he wasn't at 100% physically, he couldn't be emotionally or mentally, and he trusted his players and assistant coaches to take care of things. Not that he was completely disconnected. Certainly he would help from afar, but his goal was to be redundant. And Steve Kerr, like Popovich, who he played for, cared more about the person than the player. It was less about tactics and more about relationships. And that's what I hope when I work with teams, is they know that I care about them as human beings more than can you score goals, can you stop goals from being scored. It's more about who they are as a human being. And I think Steve Kerr, in terms of modern coaches, emulates that perhaps better than anyone. People have certainly seen the clips of him and his interactions with Steph Curry.
Yeah.
And those are the things that I pick up on more than the X's and O's of the game. It's about how can I ensure that players love the game, and how can I ensure that players care about themselves and their teammates.
Yeah, I think it's really interesting that you picked two, maybe people wouldn't pick out in coach, but in terms of two people who are well known for their leadership. And I could totally see that coming from you in terms of the leadership that you show for our club, and the players that I see that you're working with. And John Wooden was, I think you'd term him that real first leadership guru. And people like John Maxwell, who is probably one of the most world-renowned leadership experts, that John Wooden was his mentor, right? And those are the interesting things about it, is that often in our game or in any sport, we say, okay, we're coaches and we do this, but ultimately we're leaders and we're leadership, and we're trying to, I know for us, we're trying to lead young people through that. So I think those are really interesting examples.
Yeah. His pyramid, John Wooden's pyramid, has been influential in my thinking. I wish I could be, I could execute more on some of the ideas that I've taken from reading about his thoughts. But I think it's important that as coaches of young players, not all the players that we work with are going to reach a world-class level, but they're all going to be members of our community. They're going potentially to be parents themselves, and if what we can do is engender in them some self-belief and love of sport and love of community relations, all that kind of stuff, that to me is more important.
Yeah, I think those are great examples. Yeah, for sure. Okay, I'm going to pick someone out, not necessarily a left field choice.
David Moyes.
I don't like to use that kind of language.
Slaven Bilic.
FYI, not a big fan of our current manager. But anyways, it's someone not necessarily on the technical or tactical side, but on his ability to connect with players and his ability to manage, in his case, which was Sir Bobby Robson. And I thought he was such an incredible, the 1990 World Cup for me, being an England fan, is still, except for the end, that, sorry, Mum, about your globe, but that's what happens in a penalty shootout. So she may not have forgiven me still for that, but that's when I was young and foolish. But in terms of his ability to lead, and he had with him perhaps in the top 3 of all-time most difficult players in the history of football, which is Paul Gascoigne. And you could see the impact that he has, and many of us have read autobiographies and things about their relationship. But one of the interesting things is that in Sir Bobby Robson's last public appearance, and they had, I think it was a little bit of some of those old players come out, and Gazza was just in tears because he was everything to him. And he was everything to so many people, because I like to think as a coach, my ability is to connect with players. My ability is to get players on side. My ability is to help players understand exactly why we're doing what we're doing, and that we're kind of all in this together and we're working towards a common goal. And for me, Sir Bobby Robson was, without question, one of the greatest in that way. And you talk about, I know previously we talked about Netflix shout-outs. I would certainly encourage you to watch Sir Bobby Robson's Netflix documentary. I think it's remarkable.
Absolutely.
And how many of the biggest players in the world he got started, right? I think it was incredible.
He did, and
coaches too, didn't he?
Well,
didn't he coach?
Who is his translator?
Yeah, Jose Mourinho.
Jose Mourinho.
Yeah.
And Jose Mourinho attributes so much of that, right?
The interesting thing about a guy like Robson is, as a teacher, don't judge my ability on the highest achieving student. Judge my ability on the student that struggles.
Yes.
And of course, Paul Gascoigne was supremely talented, not unlike a Maradona, just blessed with certain gifts. But the fact that, Robson could get the best out of him. Despite all of the challenges around Gascoigne's personal life, that to me demonstrates his ability to lead. That you can get the best out of those people that have their own personal demons or their own social challenges. I think that speaks volumes about him.
Yeah, I completely agree. Kind of moving on. So, and talking about general, like the game as a big picture, and we say, you know, starting to think about the game and its evolution and all those types of things. So, Kev, what would you say, like, what have you seen? You know, as Paul has so nicely pointed out, that you and I have so much more experience in life than he does, right?
Experience,
thank
right?
you.
That's what we're using.
It's a nice way to
okay. Like in the last 10 years, what do you think's changed the most in the game?
I honestly think it's the focus out of possession. Teams quite clearly are coached and well rehearsed on how they respond when they're out of possession. So some teams will defend very high up the field. They have a high press. Other teams are coached to drop into a low block. But for me, it's in the last 10 years, it's that focus on out of possession. How do we respond?
Right.
It's my observation.
Paul, what do you think?
In the last 10 years, so I probably started my coaching journey 10 years ago. Yeah, roughly around then, more or less. I've seen a definite shift, especially in our club, I feel like, trying to develop the whole player first rather than the team. Like the results will come, the score lines will come, the trophies will come, but let's develop the player from the grassroots age, because my son now plays in the grassroots, and I see how the grassroots program starts to now I'm coaching in the high performance stream to I've seen Kevin's girls at the under 19 age group now. Just the development of the whole player, starting from, like I said, grassroots to under 19 to then we have our men's and women's programs that are there as well. I would say that's probably just the biggest shift that I've seen in the last 10 years. Just the development of the whole player, not worrying about the results. Let those come later in the player's career, but let's just try to develop the whole player so that they learn the game, learn how to play it at a young age, and that'll service them throughout their career.
Yeah, and I guess interestingly, we talk about, you know, it's hard not to reference when we're talking about the evolution of the game over the last 10 years, is to talk about style and to talk about, systems of play and all those things. And every technician, loves to, I know we used to, sit around a Boston Pizza and get the salt and pepper shakers out, and and we're, hey, waiter, we're going to need some more salt and pepper shakers. I don't have a left back or a striker, right? So, but like, how do you think our club's doing in terms of what kind of drives our club, and in terms of, you're touching on multiple age groups, right?
Yep.
With grassroots up through the high performance streams, in terms of the style of play and the kind of things that maybe either match the trends that we're seeing on a global scale, and maybe in some ways don't.
Yeah, that's a good question. Honestly, I like the way that shaped how I'm coaching and trying to develop players in our game is the way that I've been coached the last maybe 10 years of my playing career, I guess you could say. Yeah. My last couple of years of playing as a professional, and then everything after that. That's kind of how I've shaped trying to coach the next generation. Right. I feel like I've had a decent upbringing in the game of soccer with coaches that I've been blessed to play under, and everything has been pushed towards develop the player first, and like Kev alluded to, develop the player on the field but also off the field. If they're a good person, if they've been taught some good values through sport, it'll connect to them and follow them through their whole lives. So I feel like that's how, definitely Scottish, that's the way we're going. Yeah.
Yeah, Kev, what do you think on that?
Yeah, to echo what Paul has just said, is we want to focus on, in our club, kind of the holistic development of a player rather than chasing an outcome. And I think that's a trend within the youth soccer community, is understanding that what is required to win games, win medals, win trophies at under 11 doesn't necessarily translate to those players kicking on at 15, 16, 17 into the high performance stream. When we look at our nation on the world football stage, we can see that an evolution is required, and I'm happy that our National Association is going through that revolution itself. Yeah. They're changing the curriculum on the coach education side of things. They're understanding that there's a need in all the 4 pillars. They're being progressive, and they're educating themselves through the best practices of multiple national associations, trying to create something that is specific to the Canadian soccer cultural context. So I'm happy that's happening, because we certainly have the athletes, we have infrastructure, we have incredible volunteers, we have all those things across our country. Now how can we bring those together to create the best possible player development experience?
Yeah, and I just want to pick on something that you talked about, which is fascinating for me, is I'm in a fairly unique position in terms of I'm currently in possession or soon to be in possession of every single coaching course that the country has to offer. So I took my, what was then community coach child and now the active start, all the way up to my A license and then the National Children's license last year. And then we're also enrolled in the youth license this year. And I could speak directly to a point that you made, which is the change in culture in terms of how we're being led and how we're being educated at a much bigger, on a much bigger scale. And I can definitely tell you that it's pretty incredible to see the change in the coach education system from our national sport body in terms of the Canadian Soccer Association, because I think that's incredible to see that growth and to see how that evolution has changed. And I'm certainly excited, as I know anyone who's been on a recent course is, to go that journey. So
yeah, definitely.
The one thing that I'm surprised that neither of you talked about, which is one of the big things that I've seen, obviously, is our obsession to get everything right from a rule standpoint. And that can't come into play without talking about technology in the game. Like the technology and the obsession behind every single decision. So I know Kev recently asked me the question about 1966 and whether that goal went over the line. Now, I think one of the most fascinating things is that we get to still have that conversation. Yep. And I think that's a beautiful part of that game. And now we're trying to take that out. And I still remember, I think you played for Man United at the time. I think it was Tottenham versus Man United. I remember Roy Carroll. Do you remember that?
Oh, terrible goalkeeper.
Right?
But anyway.
So they shot it. I think Spurs shot it from about half. And it went right through his hands. And landed like two feet
yards
behind
over
the line. And everyone in the stadium could see it. And he scooped back and swept the ball out.
But the linesman was at the
linesman
30-yard line.
Clearly not fit, right? So he was about 40 yards behind the play, and he totally missed it. And the ball must have been 2 feet over the line. But I think that's, the expression in English is you're stopping the conversation in the pubs that happen at night. So technology in the game has certainly been something that we've certainly seen change. So, to kind of build upon that as well, let's talk about, maybe we gotta hold on a second. Okay, so let's talk about rule changes. Okay, so let's talk about if you had a magic wand, you could say, I can make this one rule change in world football tomorrow. What would it be? And you can't reference VAR. Who wants in?
I'll jump in. I think Arsene Wenger, who's now working with FIFA, can't remember the name of the committee that he chairs, but he's certainly involved. He came out with some unique ideas in terms of changing the rules. For me, he talked about eliminating throw-ins. Interesting idea. It's the offside rule. I really think it should be daylight. I think that if there's no daylight between the attacker and the defender, it's onside. I think that would get rid of some of the issues that we're seeing where it's literally a shoelace.
Would you go back to the old offside law?
That might be a bridge too far. Football changed for the better when we eliminated the pass back, where There were competitions that were defined by the ability just to play back to a keeper and pick it back up.
Thank you, Italian 90.
Yeah, and I think by changing the offside rule, we're going to see more goals.
Right.
And let's be frank, that's what we want to see. Of course, coaches and managers will find ways to deal with that, but by going to a daylight rule for offside, I think it would be a progressive move.
Yeah.
Definitely. There would be definitely be a lot more goals.
Yeah. Paul, you got your magic wand? Make any rule change you want? What would it be?
I don't know. That's tough.
Only heading allowed?
Yeah, that's the match today against Arsenal versus Wolves. The concussion rule. I've had concussions in the past from heading, either hitting someone else's head or the ball. Having an extra sub for a person with a concussion, like hockey, you've seen has gone that way, right? They have a spotter in the stands where someone looks like they've had a hit where they need to be taken out of the game and checked. They do that. I don't think that happens enough in soccer, and we have a coach in our club, Carly, who career ended because of concussions.
Yeah.
I know I've had a couple in the past. Definitely something needs to be done with that. Whether that's an extra sub for...
Arsenal would have taken off David Luiz.
Yeah.
Had they known they had an extra sub,
Yeah.
for sure they would have. They took him off at halftime.
Wasn't it a number of years ago that Spurs were heavily criticized because wasn't it Lloris? Like I think he picked up. I think it was him that picked up a head injury.
Yes,
and
he
they
did.
didn't sub him off.
No.
Yeah.
Right? Because they didn't want to lose that player. Right? Because teams are being put in a situation almost in a no-win situation.
Yeah.
Right? So
With an
Yeah, I
important...
think-
Player health.
yeah, exactly.
For sure.
Right. So
You? What do you
about
think?
the sin bin?
It's interesting. Rugby went that way, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like it's anytime we talk rule changes, I think the game is so amazing, it's so beautiful and so wonderful. Like even when they brought in last year, they brought in the 5 substitution rule,
Yep.
in the Premier League, which I thought was I was against because I'm pretty much against any change. You ask my wife, I'm not so good with change, right? So, but I thought that was a great.
Yeah.
I thought that was a great way to do it, and then I was surprised that the Premier League went away from that. I believe the Champions League has it, correct?
Yes, they do.
Yeah, but I would like the idea to have a little bit more flexibility in terms of player personnel, and I think it also affords the opportunity. We're always talking about young players and development and giving opportunities. Then how much more opportunity would there be for young players, say some of the under 23 squads and things like that, maybe to get a few minutes like that? Some of them that could be the highlight of their life, and that could be like if they're playing for a Liverpool or a Man United or a Chelsea.
Or West Ham.
Yeah, but our players are probably getting in there more than
Fair enough.
so, but like to get 5 or 10 minutes on the pitch, and their careers are so short. So I think that would be a great way to go. But yeah, that would be the one that I would really look at. So in terms of the evolution of the game, now in Canada the old joke was that everyone's a midfielder. You say, hey, what position you play? Everyone wants to play midfield. What do you think is the most challenging position to find players for, and why do you think that is?
I honestly think it's center back.
Yeah.
Or a defensive midfielder, someone that does the dirty work that doesn't get a lot of credit.
Do you think that's why? Just because there seems to be less glory or
way less glory?
Yeah.
Well, not way less glory. You can always have a good game and be recognized, but like not a lot of kids at a young age want to defend. They don't want to put the work in to defend and do the dirty work, tackle, make runs back, make track back with runners, things like that, especially defensive midfielders. Defensive midfielders expect to, get back as well, but also support the attack. So I think those are probably the positions that are less desirable for kids. And, there are some kids that, they're built for that. They love it and they want to be there. But if you don't have that person in your team, it's probably going to be a hard, you're going to be put in a hard place to try to find someone to do that job.
Yeah. Kev?
I'm going off the grid here. I know that's odd. Is the player on the bench? For me, that's a position. We have 11 players on the park. If it's the big game in the wintertime, it's 7 or 8 or 9 aside. Not everyone can be on the field.
Right.
And I do look at players on the sideline as occupying a position. And how do they respond on the sideline? we as a club, I hope, do a fairly good job at providing equitable playing opportunities for players. Nonetheless, somebody has to be on the touchline. Somebody has to be on the bench. And how do they support their teammates?
Yeah.
Are they an active participant on the side in terms of watching the game? Not just cheering, but maybe seeing what the opponent's doing. So when their name is called and they go onto the field, they can have some success.
Yeah, the players can definitely learn a lot when they're sitting on the sideline
It's
watching.
a learning opportunity.
Yeah,
They see
definitely.
coach's perspective. We also often talk about players that sit on the bench. Go watch the player in your position.
Yeah.
See what you can learn. Right?
And see who you're playing against.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the pandemic has had untold challenges, including for the parent. Mothers and fathers want desperately to be able to watch their kids train and play, and COVID-19 has thrown a wrench in those spokes. But pre-pandemic and hopefully post-pandemic, when the parents come to the pitch, can they see that when the child is on the sideline, that's not necessarily negative, that they shouldn't look upon their child being off the park as some sort of a mark against them. For us, irrespective of whether it's the most developed player, the least developed players, the root word of players play. And so I desperately want our teams to have kids always getting chances to play. And when they're on the sideline, that's not negative. It's, hey, I'm here to learn. I'm here to support.
Yeah.
I'm here to be a good teammate. Because, hey, that's another thing we hope our kids can learn from team sport, is to be supportive and be good friends.
Yeah, I think that's a really interesting perspective. Yeah.
David, you? Don't say
it's-
goalkeeper. Steve Parsonage will be very happy if you say goalkeeper.
As will your son.
That's exactly where I'm going.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, now I'm in a little bit of a unique situation in terms of one of the teams that I coach, a 2011 boys team, we have a number of players with an interest in goalkeepers, but I believe that's more the exception than anything. And so many of our teams are struggling to find goalkeepers. And funny enough, 2 out of the 3 of us have sons that want to be goalkeepers. And
Max, no.
No.
Max is a little young yet, right?
Yeah, he is.
So, but it was funny because I remember when my son first started to want to take an interest in goalkeepers. And, you can look at this and say, okay, well, this is a negative thing or something that I said. And I said to him, no, you're not going to be a goalkeeper. There's no way you're going to be a goalkeeper. And I don't know where that came from. And I think in the back of my mind, it was like, you're going to be a striker just like your old dad was. You're going to wear the number 9, you're going to run, you're going to score goals. And then partway through this journey, I saw how much he enjoyed this experience. And he loved this position. And he just loved being a part of that, and he loved the opportunity. And yeah, part of it was putting the gloves on and the jersey on. This is a big part of it. But then I saw the expression that he had and his ability to become even a better version of himself as a player. And he's a decent outfield player, but he comes alive when he goes in net, and he loves it. And then I got to thinking, I'm asking him to live my experience instead of allowing him to choose the path that he wants.
Yeah.
And I think often as a goalkeeper, that becomes a difficult conversation, because parents are like, I don't want the child to go in net, because then people are looking at my child if they make a mistake, because ultimately, I played striker, I make a mistake, I miss 5 chances in a game, and I score a scrappy one in the 90th minute, and people are like,
You're
hey,
the
great
hero.
goal, Dave, good job.
Yeah.
Goalkeeper makes 5 amazing saves and lets
That's
one
one
ricket
howler,
in,
yeah.
and people come out. So I think we need more support. Like, we have an amazing goalkeeper coach at our club. Steve does a great job with all of our goalkeepers, and I've not met a stronger advocate for goalkeepers than Steve.
No,
right?
no.
So,
Agreed.
you can't even have a conversation with the man without goalkeeping coming up.
That's very true.
Let's call him an advocate.
Yeah,
He's an advocate for goalkeepers.
I think that may be his new title.
Yes.
Right?
Chief goalkeeper advocate.
Chief goalkeeper. But I think it's really interesting now to see how many goalkeepers, because I know that when I first started coaching, it's the position that we'll highlight often as an area that we need to strengthen. And as coaches, it's often the area that we spend the least amount of time on.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
So that's all that we got for today's episode, for the Gaffers Roundtable.
It's been fun.
Episode
That's
1.
great. It's been great.
And we hope you enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you. And we certainly look forward to bringing you some more soon.
Excellent. Thanks, Dave.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
Paul.
guys. Hi, players. We want to introduce you to a new contest we're running this week. It is called the Skills Challenge. So submit a video to contest@scottishunited.com and submit the video of you doing a special skill. Could be a rainbow, could be a flick, could be something. And we're going to have 2 different categories, one for younger players and one for older players. So submit the video, and then next week we'll announce the winner, and then it'll be a Macron prize pack for the winning entry. Okay? So good luck.
Guys, we're gonna start simple with moving the ball inside the. Let's go inside outside. Go, keep moving, go down, inside outside, right foot. Right foot only again, slow down, depend how much space you have. Make mistake like I just did, just correct that and do that again, right way. Okay, we're gonna switch to the left foot, same way. And in. Left foot inside outside. Good, and stop. Like we said before, we're gonna start with the stretching, always for the bottom. We're gonna go with the right foot ankle. So one side, then another side, and then same with the left foot, Erin. Okay, we're gonna put Erin hands on the knee, then we're gonna stretch again, one circle, and then opposite. Okay, we're gonna continue moving with the ball, Erin, so using both feet inside, outside. There you go. Inside, outside, left, inside, outside, right. Again. Slow down, ball is close to your feet, head up, see where you're going, head down, see where is the ball. Again, slow down, depend how much space you have, use that as much as possible. Well done, Erin, well done. Good, and stop. Get in, put your hands at the back. So we're gonna go one side, then another side. What's very important, wherever you do, be on the toes and with your knee bending, low gravity. So with the ball or without ball, I want you guys to be all the time. Instead of that, be there. So if you want to change the pace, if you want to change direction, instead of being flat-footed straight, that's the way to go. You have the ball or you don't have the ball, that's the way, that's the way. Keep moving, keep moving. Good, and stop burning. So next one, let's go, we're gonna stretch all the way, touch close. Then put your legs straight. Good. So let's get some balance. Coordination. So there you go, again. Very important. 10-15 seconds. One, and then we're gonna switch to another one. Okay, so we're gonna keep moving the ball and step inside, take the ball outside. So right foot, and same with the left. Step inside, take the ball outside, left. Yeah. So right foot, left foot. Ball is close to your feet all the time. So right foot, left foot. So close to your feet all the time. Slow down, slow down. Right, left, right, left. Good. Good, and stop right here. So we're gonna go on the toes. So let's go upper body. So let's go right hand. Then we're gonna go left. Let's go both forward, swim it, and then backwards. Gentle, gentle with your neck. Okay, keep moving now. So inside, outside, step and move. Inside, outside, step and move outside. There you go, good. There you go. So slow down. Inside, outside, step. There you go. Inside, outside, step. Good. So inside, outside, step. Take the ball with your right foot. Outside. So inside, outside, step. And then there we go. Yeah. Keep moving, keep moving. Close to your feet, close to your feet. So inside, outside, step. Take the ball outside, right. So again, inside, outside, left, step. Take the ball outside, left. Again, yeah. Good. Keep going, keep going. Well done, well done. Step, take the ball. Inside, outside, step, take the ball outside. Good job. Outside, step, ball outside. Left foot, inside, outside, step, take the ball outside. Well done. Okay, so let's go. Right straight, with the spot. Good. 21. Okay, keep moving now. Inside, outside. Okay, and stop, stop. 20. 1, 6, 7, 8. Good job. So now we're gonna sit for a bit, Eddie. We're gonna sit for a bit. Stretch all the way. Good job. Good. So Eddie, if you can, that's well done, well done. So in 15 seconds, and then we're gonna switch. So put your right back and with the left straight. And can I touch all the way? Good. Stretch even more. Okay, Arian, leg straight. So 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And shake your muscle. Just nicely jump to shake the muscle. Again, leg straight above the ground. 10 times. Leg straight. See my legs just above the ground. Arian, good. Yes. Okay, next one, you see that left foot, right foot, left hand. Show me. And then opposite. So left foot, right hand. Like you're shooting the ball, you know. Like that. See, look how I do. And then opposite. Good. Come up, very. So be on the toes, be on the toes. So knees up and then on the side, like you open door. There you go. Knees up, then on the side. So you nicely gentle on the toes, knees up on the side, open door. Same with the left. Now we're gonna close the door, almost like you're shooting the ball in the volley shot. There you go. So again, good. So on the toes, right, then on the left. Good. Let's go, keep moving the ball again. And back. Turn back, yeah. Close to your feet and turn back. Good. 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 And stop. So let's go. Mission blade. We go forward. and a little bit backwards. Forward, nicely gentle. There you go, backwards. Tap toes forward. There you go, 1, 2, then back. Again, don't step on the ball. As much space you have. You go backwards, you go forward. Backwards, forward. Good, and stop. Get some air through the nose. And that just let everything out through your mouth. So 2-3 times, whenever you feel tired, guys, get some air through the nose. Go down and let everything out through your mouth. 2-3 times and you're gonna be ready to go. Okay, let's go try this one. Just move the ball on this side. So you have to be on the toes, knees, stomach. So 10 times. 1, 2, 3. Good, good. So same one with the back heels. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. Good. Instead of the flat-footed landing, be on the toes, whatever we do. Okay, let's go only 5 times this one. And pay attention. So only 5 times. Balance coordination, this one is for that. Okay, there you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job. Again, get some air to the nose. Okay, guys, that was the warm-up. So see you in a bit for the first set of the 5X.
Hi players, we want to introduce you to a new contest we're running this week. It is called the Skills Challenge. So submit a video to contest@scottishunited.com and submit the video of you doing a special skill. Could be a rainbow, could be a flick, could be something. And we're going to have 2 different categories, one for younger players and one for older players. So submit the video, and then next week we'll announce the winner, and then it'll be a Macron prize pack for the winning entry, okay? So good luck.
Okay, hi guys, so we are back. We had a really good warm-up. Now we're ready to go. We have here a triangle. So we're gonna work on dribbling with the ball using both feet. Inside, outside, roll. And whatever we do with the right foot, we're gonna do with the left foot. So we're gonna have 2 sets of 5 exercises. So whatever we do, I'm gonna explain, I'm gonna show you, and then I'm gonna demonstrate. And then my helper, my assistant, Yasim, is gonna be helping. So again, we're gonna work 1 minute hard work, 1 minute good water break, and then so on. So between the 2 sets, we're gonna have at least 3 minutes water break, and then we're gonna go for the second half of the session. Okay guys, we're gonna start simple from here. Pay attention. Again, we have a triangle. Depend how big space you have in the home, you know, on your basement or your living room. You know, you can put only 2 cones, 3 cones, depend of how big space you have. But again, it's all about close ball control, all about how that ball is close to your feet. Do you see where you're going? That means head up, and then head down, see where is that ball, how that ball is close to your feet. Okay, we're gonna go start simple, just watch. So with the windshield wipers here, gentle, and then we're gonna go right foot only over here. So there you go, inside, outside, go around, big one, and then again over here, right foot only. That's it, and then go around, and then again here. That's it. That's how we're gonna go. First one, go ahead. And go. Right foot only, Yasim. Inside, outside. Good, good. and then go around. Right foot only. Good job, Yasin. Well done. Well done. Well done. Go around and then windshield wipers again. There you go. Gentle, slow down, yes. There you go. And then right foot only. Good, Yasin, good. If you need couple touches extra, go ahead. Touch, touch, go around. Well done. And then again over here on the toes. And well done, Yasin, well done. And keep going, keep going. 20 more seconds. Slow down, slow down. I know you can go faster, but slow down. Let the kids see how you're doing. Right way, excellent technique. I like that already. Well done, Yasin, well done. Goes to your feet, goes to your feet. 7 more seconds, keep going, keep going. Good, good, good. And stop. Well done, Yasin. Okay, good job, Yasin. So guys, after 1 minute hard work, 1 minute break, then we're coming back again. So we're gonna go to the next one, Yasin. So we did with the right foot. So guess what? Which one is the next one? Left foot. So trust your left foot, trust your right foot if you're left-footed players. So again, we're gonna start simple over here. The windshield wipers again, slow down over here. That's where you relax actually. And left foot only over here. There you go, inside, outside. Again, head up, see where you're going, close to your feet. And then left foot only over here. There you go, there you go. That's how we're gonna go. So over here, I want you, Yasin, to actually get the rest. There you go, be on the toes, many touches as possible. Don't rush, don't rush. That's where I rest for a bit. Okay, let's see, show me, work, 1 minute break, and go. Slow down, yes, left foot only, Yasin. Good, inside, outside. If you need 2 touches, go around. Well done, around, around. Ball is close to your feet. Close, 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 well done. I like your left too, Yasin, well done. And now, gentle there, slow down, slow down, slow down. Left foot only. Inside, outside. Inside, head up, see where you're going, yeah. Left foot only, still, outside, inside. Well done, well done. Keep going, 10 more seconds, Yasin, 20 more. Good, good, slow down, yeah, left foot only. Good, excellent, Yasin, excellent, excellent. Good, 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 close, close. Close to your feet, head up. 7 more seconds, keep going, keep going. Slow down there, slow down, slow down, slow down, well done. And stop, well done, Yasin. Okay, we're gonna have again 1 minute break. Get some water and we're gonna come back, Yasin. So leave the balls there and then we're gonna, let's go.
We won't go into it. Andy Holt, if you're watching, this is about you. David, who's your favorite team though?
It will be no surprise to anyone that has ever come within 1,000 feet of me that my favorite team is West Ham United. So I'm a lot like Paul in so much that I disappointed a lot of family members. My dad, Spurs supporter. My brother, my mom, Arsenal supporters. And my wife, Arsenal supporter. So
you picked the worst London team. There's a lot of London teams that you could have picked.
But I have the best reason for what. First of all, I was born in England, brought up in Essex before we immigrated to Canada. And the reason that I'm a West Ham supporter is very simple. My nan bought me my first kit. So she bought me a kit, she bought me a bag, and the rest is history. And yeah, it's been a little bit torturous, I gotta be honest, right? And God love Nate, I love you. You're my son, we're in this together.
Love it.
Right, so those are the simple reasons. But then out of that, we say, okay, these are the reasons that we have of why we love our favorite teams. But what about your favorite player, Kev? Who's your favorite player and why?
And it's not, I'm not saying this because he recently passed away. It's Diego Maradona. Most Scots will say Maradona is their second favorite player behind whomever else they support because of 86. Diminutive like me. Anyone that knows me knows I'm a wee bit vertically challenged. But he was the one player that, for me growing up, 86, I was 15, he brought me out of my seat. For good and bad. I mean, most people will say that give me a hero and I'll give you a little bit of tragedy, and that was his life.
We did 2 exercises in the first set already. So number 3. Yasim, number 3. We're gonna go back to the both feet. Right foot inside, left foot inside. So same over here, gentle on the toes. With your wiper over here. So inside of your foot, right, left, right, left. Nicely gentle touch over here, head up again, head down, see where is the ball. Inside, again, over here, and over here, slow down guys, slow down. I'm gonna get rest for a bit, and then I'm gonna speed up over there if I have to, you know. But again, it's not about speed, it's about technique and doing right thing. Okay, we're gonna go 1 minute again, and go. Slow down, good, slow down. And then inside right, inside left. Good, good. Go around again. Inside. Well done. Head up, see where you're going. Excellent, Yasin. Slow down there, slow down. And now head up, see where is. Always guys, head up, see where you're going. Head down, see where is the ball. How that ball is close to your feet. How comfortable you are with that ball, guys. Yes. Slow down, Yasim. Well done. 20 more seconds, Yasim. Good. Head up. And now inside of your foot. Inside. Be on the toes. Yes. Go around. 10 more seconds. Let's go, Yasim. Good. Excellent, Yasim. Excellent. Keep going. Good. And finish. Yeah, keep going, Yasim. Last 3 seconds and stop. Well done, Yasin. Come over here, please. Okay, guys, that was excellent work from Yasin. So again, he well deserved 1 minute water break, and then we're gonna come back. Okay, guys, we're back to the exercise number 4. So we just did Yasin with the inside of your foot, right, left. Now we're gonna go outside right, outside left. Again, guys, I'm gonna show you, explain, I'm gonna demonstrate. So same over here again, I want you to have many touches as possible here. Feel that comfortable with the ball. And then when you come close to the cones, outside. There you go, around the cone, head up again, see? So left foot, right foot, right foot, and go around, again, slow down over here with the windshield wipers, okay? 1 minute work, 1 minute break, and go. Well done, Yasin. Good, outside, yes. And then close to your feet around, and then if you need 2 touches, go ahead. If you're comfortable with the 1, go ahead. Yeah, well done, Yasin. Keep going. So left outside, right outside. Left outside, head up, where you going? Close ball control, touch. Outside, well done, Yasin. Keep going, still 20 seconds to go. Keep going. Well done, Yasin, well done. Outside, 2 touches if you have to, good. Well done, head up, see where you're going. Again, outside right, outside left, go around, 10 more seconds, keep going. Touch, 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 touch. Good, head up. Left outside, right outside, left. Good. Touch, touch around, head up. Good. Keep, finish, finish, finish. Good. Well done, Yasim. And stop. Excellent. Okay, guys, that was excellent work again. Once again from Yasim. Excellent, Yasim. I like, even outside of your foot, guys. You don't dribble much, but sometimes you're gonna need that ball to take outside to change your pace, your direction. You go one side and then you take the ball outside and then you go. So that was number 4. So number 5, last one in our first set is we're gonna go with the both feet with the sole. So rolling the ball, again, feel comfortable with the ball. Again, I'm gonna explain, demonstrate, and then Yasim, you're gonna go again. So again, simple over here, gentle, ball between, feel comfortable, again, around here, head up, and here. So you can go one touch, you can have 2 touches. One touch, I feel comfortable with one touch, I'm gonna go. If I need 2, I'm gonna go 2. So 1, 2, 1, there you go. That's on. Okay, Yasin, you're gonna go. Okay, and go. Last exercise in the first set, guys. Well done, Yasin, well done. Yeah, Sol, yes, well done. That's it. Be on the toes, low gravity again, bend your knees, head up, see where you're going, head down, see where is that ball. Head up, see where is that opponent. Don't go too close to him. Don't have your head down that you don't see where you're going. Keep going, Yasin. Well done, well done. Yeah, good, right, good. Keep going. 30 seconds to go. Well done, Yasin, well done. Sole right, sole left. Yeah, sole right, sole left. Gentle, don't step on the ball. You have to see the ball all the time. You have to see the ball all the time. Yes, keep going. 15 seconds. Well done, Yasin. Slow down there. Yeah, on the toes, and then go. Good. Well done. Go around. Well done, Yasin. 1, 2, good. And stop. Well done, Yasim. Excellent, guys. So, guys, we are done with the first set. Well deserved 3 minutes water break at least. And then we're going to come back for the second set.
Hi players, we want to introduce you to a new contest we're running this week. It is called the Skills Challenge. So submit a video to contest@scottishunited.com and submit the video of you doing a special skill. Could be a rainbow, could be a flick, could be something. And we're going to have 2 different categories, one for younger players and one for older players. So submit the video, and then next week we'll announce the winner, and then it'll be a Macron prize pack for the winning entry, okay? So good luck.
Hi, my name is J.R. Figueiredo and I'm an Edward Jones financial advisor in Edmonton, Alberta. With everything that's going on in the world, it can be hard to think about the future. But thinking about the future is human nature. And during the pandemic, many of you may have experienced added responsibilities or unforeseen changes to your regular schedule, which allow for unwanted emotions to creep in. When it comes to your investment, this may be the biggest risk of all: impulse. Remember, you cannot control the market, but you can control how you react to it. Staying invested is always the better choice. And even during times of economic uncertainties, long-term trends will go up, which is good for both your savings and your retirement plan. As things start to normalize, I'm here to help you start thinking and planning for the future once more. I will make sure that you have someone in your corner, a trusted partner, who will help you be financially well-rounded in all aspects of your life. whatever that looks like for you. We take a holistic approach and design a strategy that works for you. Want to know more? Comment below or send me a direct message.
Hey guys, we are back to the second set of 5 exercises. We're gonna go opposite from the number 5 all the way to the number 1. So over here we're gonna just have a slight change. Instead of the missile vipers, we're gonna go to the toe stop over here. Okay, the first one now, Yasim, is gonna be what? With the soil, or in the soil. Again, I'm gonna explain, I'm gonna demonstrate, and then Yasim, you're gonna go 1 minute walk, 1 minute water break. So what that means again, so we're gonna go touch, toe stop, there you go. Again, don't step on the ball. Over here, gentle, so sole, left, right, left. Oh, again, touch over here, head up, head down, see where's the ball, right foot. If I need 2 touches, I'm gonna go. There you go, and then around. Again, over here, don't step on the ball, slow down, be, low gravity, bend your knee. You have to see the ball all the time. Try not to step on the ball. Don't break anything at home. Parents are not gonna be happy. Yasim, you're gonna be ready? Okay, and go. Well done, slow down, touch, yeah. So stop, and then roll. Right or left, roll right, close to your feet around. Good, and then right foot, left foot, right foot, head up, go around, and go stop again. Well done. Yasim, head up, see where you're going. Head down, see where is the ball. And right foot, and left foot roll. A right foot roll, and then close to your feet, touch, head up again. Keep going, 20 more seconds. Slow down, keep going. Well done, Yasim, well done. Keep going, Yasim. 15 seconds. Well done. Keep going, that's okay, keep going, just correct and then continue. And stop, Yasim. Well done, Yasim. Okay guys, we're gonna have a 1 minute water break and then we're gonna come back to the next one. Okay guys, we are back now to the second one. Which one is the second one, Yasim? So we go both feet outside, excellent. Again, I'm gonna demonstrate you guys over here. There you go, I'm gonna show you. Again, gentle on the ball over here. And when you come over here, so outside left, outside right, outside left, ball is close, touch around, head up again here, Yasim, and then outside, head up. But I feel comfortable with the one touch, but if you not feel comfortable to have an extra touch there. Okay, Yasim. Whenever ready, and go. Well done, Yasim, well done. Good. Now outside left, outside right, outside left. Good. Keep going. Well done. Good. Head up now, around, touch. Toe stop, yes. 35 seconds more to go. Good, Yasim. Outside here, if you need extra touch, go ahead. Don't rush, don't speed up. Outside. Good. Keep going, 20 more seconds. Gentle now, slow down, toe stop, there you go, good. And now both feet outside left, outside right, outside left, head up now, touch, close to your feet, and then outside, 7 more seconds. Good, and stop, Yasin, well done. Okay guys, so we just did the third one. Yeah, Yasim, which one is the next one? Both feet inside. So right foot inside, left foot inside. Again guys, I'm gonna show you, demonstrate, and then Yasim is gonna go. Okay, we're gonna start simple here. Simple, right foot, left foot, again, don't step on the ball. Over here when I come, so inside of your foot, there you go. Feel comfortable, touch over here, head up, see where you're going. Again, close to my feet, right, left, and then go over here. Slow down over here with the tattoos, Yasim. Whenever you're ready, guys, and go. Excellent, excellent, Yasin. There you go. Good, good. Instead of your foot, head up, touch, 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 touch there. Close to your feet, and now inside. Inside right, inside left. Touch, touch, close to your feet, and don't stop there. There you go. Don't rush, Yasin. We still have 2 more exercises to go. Okay, good job, Yasin. Well done, well done. 30 more seconds, 30 more seconds. Close to your feet, close to your feet. Excellent, excellent. Low gravity, touch, touch there, and then toes, toes, toes. There you go, there you go. Good, 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 good. Go around, yeah. Left foot, right foot, head up, see where you're going, touch, close ball, control there, and then inside. Be on the toes, yeah. Extra touch if you need to, go ahead, keep going, keep going. 7 more seconds, let's go, let's go. Keep going, Yasin, one more. Well done, Yasin, well done. Around, and then over here, inside, be on the toes. Well done, and stop. Well done, Yasin. Okay, guys. So 1 minute water break. 1 minute water break, and then we're gonna go to the second last, which is gonna be what? Left foot, inside, outside. Yeah, there you go. Okay, guys, I'm gonna show you again. I'm gonna demonstrate. So Yasin, just watch again. Now we're getting tired. The legs are heavier, but again, we're going left foot. There you go, close to your feet. Again, touch, 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 close to your feet over here. So you go outside, inside. So there you go, again, close over here. There you go. Don't give that opponent to that ball. So take that close ball control all the time. Yeah, go, Yasin. So left foot only, and go. Left foot only, yeah. Inside, outside, left foot only. Good. Outside, inside, outside. Go around, touch, 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 and out. Tap toes, tap toes. There you go. Well done, Yasin. That's it. Keep going, keep going. 40 more seconds. Excellent, excellent, Yasin. Good. Left foot only. Left foot only. Yes, left foot only. Only left foot, yeah, go. Keep going, keep going. 30 more seconds, Yasin. Excellent, excellent. Good job. Left foot, yes. Touch, touch, left foot there. Left foot only, Yasin. Good, good. Go around. Still more, 10 more seconds. Well done, Yasin. I know we're getting tired now, but still 1 more to go. Left foot out. Touch, 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 close to your feet. Head up, see where you're going, Yasin. There you go. Now, outside, inside, left foot only. Left foot only, good. And stop. Well done, Yasin. Okay, guys, 1 minute water break. And then we're gonna come for our last exercise in the second set, which is our last one. So Yasin, excellent work. So we're gonna go ahead, have a water break, and then we're gonna come back. So, okay guys, we are back now. So for the last exercise, which is, Yasin, we just did with our left foot. Now, yeah, now last one is with our right foot. Yeah, now we're gonna go with the right, inside, outside. Okay guys, again here, stop over here. There you go, gentle. Don't step on the ball. Right foot only over here. Inside, outside. If you need 2 touches, feel comfortable again around over here. That's it. Inside, outside. Inside, outside. Again, touch, touch, touch. I want to see that. I want to see this picture, Yasin, because they always count as opponent. I get the ball around. He cannot get that ball. Okay, let's see how it goes. So last exercise. If you have still some energy, put up a little bit more speed. If not, follow technique, and then speed is gonna come. Okay, and go. Well done, yes. So right foot only now, inside, outside. Good, good. Well done, well done. Right foot only, yes. Yes, Yasin, go around, around, good, Yasin. Right foot, yeah, toes, toes, toes. 40 more seconds. Well done. Well done. Well done. Keep going, keep going. 30 more seconds, Yasin. Last minute, we have to score. We are down 1 goal now. We have to put some more effort, guys. I know the ball is not listening because we are tired, but still, we're gonna give everything now. So 15 more seconds. 15 more seconds. Good, good, good. 10 more, Yasin. Keep going. Still in, yeah. Start. Yeah, go, one more. Yeah, keep going, Yasin. Last one. Keep going. Well done, Yasin. Go around. Touch. Good. Inside, outside. Good. And stop. Okay, yeah. Yasin, come over here. Okay, guys. That's it for today. Thank you very much, Yasin. Excellent work. Amazing job. So, thank you. Okay, guys, we're gonna start simple.
Hi players, we want to introduce you to a new contest we're running this week. It is called the Skills Challenge. So submit a video to contest@scottishunited.com and submit the video of you doing a special skill. Could be a rainbow, could be a flick, could be something. And we're going to have 2 different categories, one for younger players and one for older players. So submit the video, and then next week we'll announce the winner, and then it'll be a Macron prize pack for the winning entry, okay? So good luck. everyone. Welcome to Gaffers Roundtable. I'm Dave McCarthy. I'm here with Kevin Poissant and Paul Hamilton. So now we talk about the player who most influenced you and some of our favorite players, but who do we think, Kev, we'll start with you. Who do you think is the best player in the world all time? So who do you think is best now, and who do you think, if it's different, who do you think is the best ever?
So I'm going to go at this question based on who is the best player in the world currently playing,
Yes.
not necessarily on form, not who's the best player today, but who's still playing.
Yes.
And I'll say Cristiano Ronaldo. I'll say that because I think there are very few players who would make an all-time 11 in England, Spain, and now Italy. Certainly in Portugal, even though his career in Portugal was limited, very few players have won in as many places as he has, and he has done it on a cold, rainy night in Stoke. I think also in terms of Euros, won with Portugal, in terms of World Cup, he gets into most World 11s. Of course, Lionel Messi is a magician, but he hasn't won with Argentina. He's got close, hasn't won. He hasn't won anywhere else aside from Barcelona. And I'd suggest without Xavi, Iniesta, Puyol, some of those players, he hasn't had the same success. Ronaldo, everywhere he's gone, he has won. Everywhere he's gone, he has scored goals. And I also look at him as a player that many people should emulate. I think he willed himself into becoming a world-class player. He's put in the work. He's put in the time. He has trained at a level that most people can't imagine, while Messi is one of those players that's touched by the hand of a football god. Not to diminish the hard work he's put in, but I think it's different than the work that Ronaldo's put in. So that's why I'd suggest today is the best player in the world, not on form, but somebody who's still playing at the highest level. And in terms of all time, as I intimated before, I think Maradona, what he was able to do with Argentina, with a limited group around him, what he's able to do in Napoli, on the field, not off the field. Nobody could have won a Scudetto with those players around him. And the refereeing in those days was very different than it is now.
True.
He probably would have drawn 20 fouls a game every game. And with that wand to the left foot, he probably would have scored how many more off of dead balls. I can't imagine a player that could have accomplished what he did at that moment in time. And I was able to watch him. I wasn't able to watch Pelé. Cruyff, I saw a little bit in the NASL. I saw him live, to be honest. But for me, it's Maradona.
Yeah. Paul, what about you?
I might go in a different direction than Kev.
Vidic.
Not quite.
Maldini.
He's in there for a shout, but the best player on form right now in the past, say, 12 months, I'd probably say Lewandowski. I think he's going to win the Ballon d'Or this year. The guy scores buckets of goals for Bayern Munich, who is arguably the best team in the world right now.
Might be inarguably, to be honest, based on champions. Yeah.
They won the Champions League last year.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're looking poised to do something again. So I'd probably say him. I think he's the best player in the world right now. Not to say Messi and Ronaldo aren't in for a shout as well, but I think he right now is the best player in the world. Those two are, Messi and Ronaldo, are obviously in the argument for
Everything.
like most recently
Yes.
for everything, yeah.
Absolutely.
But right now, Lewandowski.
What about all time?
It's tough for me. I didn't grow up in the era watching Maradona, Pelé, way before my time.
Who he probably should have been able to watch was Zinedine Zidane.
Yes.
He was a magician as well with the ball at his feet. He did some special things. I don't know if I have an answer for this one. It's Messi or Ronaldo, and I can't differentiate between the two. They both do different things. I mean, they both will their teams to win and can score goals on command, but I don't know if I can pick between them. It's too close. They're both so good.
Yeah.
They both have changed the game.
Absolutely changed the game.
True. Yeah.
But like you said, Messi is just one of those once-in-a-lifetime gifts that is just, yes, like you said, he's worked hard, but he just is natural with the ball. And I think Ronaldo, you can see Instagram videos and workout videos and all the stuff.
Hyperbaric chambers.
Yes, he has just taken the lifestyle to a different level.
Yeah,
he
true.
Eat, sleeps, and breathes and works out as a footballer.
Yeah.
Not to say Messi doesn't, but Ronaldo at 30, whatever he is now, is an animal. He's a machine. It doesn't
Ronaldo?
look like, yes, yeah, Ronaldo.
He's almost 35.
He doesn't look like he's slowing down.
No.
No, it doesn't. No, you're right. He
So
scores goals for fun, you know?
Yeah. All time, I don't know. I don't really have an answer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Declan Rice for today for you, eh?
Declan Rice. He's a banger. But not good enough to leave West Ham, let's be fair. Right? So I think, I can't get by the Ronaldo, Messi current structure for now. And I would say Messi. And the reason I say Messi is just I see him do things that I just don't see another human being doing. Like some of the goals that he scored, and much like with the argument going the other way, it's not to diminish what Ronaldo does, because Ronaldo is incredible. I don't know that you can get up. I think Lewandowski's, in terms of pure finishers, like his ability to score goals, and he is a physical specimen like that. He is put together, right? And I'm sure being a defender has influenced you, because you're like, that's probably a guy maybe I don't want to go up against, right?
Definitely would not want to.
Right? But in terms of Messi's ability with the ball and his ability to make other players around him that much better, and you look at Xavi and Iniesta and that group of players they had, which when you look back on
Greatest team in history.
Yeah,
By
unbelievable,
far,
right? And where would I go? I'm gonna go a little bit left field, and it might be a little bit of a homer pick, but and I never saw him play, but just his influence in the game and the fact that they only ever won one World Cup.
Bobby Moore.
Right.
I knew it.
Right? But he was.
He couldn't help himself.
But an unbelievable, when you see him play, he was the epitome of a total footballer. He was maybe one of those very first center halves that could handle the ball, that could bring the ball up. And it looked like he was in slow motion when he moved with the ball. He would just glide down the pitch. And he's just, I don't know that it's a coincidence that, that England's not won since, because we've never had another player like that. Everyone wants to always compare the next major center half like a Ferdinand, to he's going to be the next.
You mean Harry Maguire is not that person?
I was not gonna mention Harry Maguire.
No, they shouldn't be mentioned in the same breath.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you though.
Yeah.
Was Jeff Hurst's goal in or not?
Oh, 100% in. There is absolutely zero question, and there was no VAR needed for that.
VAR says goal.
No VAR. Yeah, it was definitely a goal. Okay. Yeah, and no small coincidence of the number of West Ham players that were in that '66 World Cup winning team, right?
And clearly they need to do the same if they're going to win another one.
Let's see. We got Declan Rice and
Declan Rice.
Yeah, I don't know. Then we got another one. So I don't know that.
But is Calvin Phillips better than Declan Rice?
Yes.
Yes.
No chance.
By far.
By far. Come on, behave.
He is.
More mobile, better range of passing. Defensively, breaks up more. Calvin Phillips. You heard it here.
Calvin Phillips over Declan Rice.
And that's not just because his father supports Leeds. It's because it's the truth.
Yeah. Yeah, you certainly could take a grain of salt from the fact that there's two Man United supporters going against one West Ham supporter. You could do that if you want,
Man United hates Leeds. I should not be.
You come from a Leeds background, though.
It's true, but.
And someone told me the other day, I think it was you, Leeds has now turned into everyone's favorite second team. I don't have a favorite second team.
But you know why, though? Bielsa.
Bielsa.
Yeah, Bielsa is.
That's why.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Right, but then we always forget about the recent, what's happening now, and you got to know your history, right? So everyone looks at Leeds and they go, oh yeah, it's like everyone that supports Man City now. Oh yeah, they're this great team. Well, you don't have to look that far back in the history books to know that they were in the second tier of English football for a long time. And they used to be a yo-yo club.
However, Leeds under Don Revie, everyone,
European champions.
Please watch the movie
The Damned
United.
Yeah.
Quality. Damned
Great
United.
movie.
That's my Netflix pick of the week.
We have to get a sponsor for that one.
We should get a sponsor for that one.
It's a great
Damn
movie.
United.
I don't know if it's on Netflix.
I don't know. It was.
Don't know.
Spend the $5.99 on Amazon. Rent it. Do it.
Good show.
Do it.
So that's all that we got for today's episode for the Gaffers Roundtable.
It's been fun.
Episode
It's
1.
great. It's been great.
And we hope you enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you. And we certainly look forward to bringing you some more soon.
Hello, Scottish goalkeepers. My name is Richard. I'm a physiotherapist and certified strength and conditioning specialist here at the Bridge South. Today I'm going to be taking you guys through a goalkeeper specific home workout where all you're going to need is a chair, foam roller, a band, a soccer ball, a weight of some kind, so that could be, you know, a heavy textbook or a backpack or even a dumbbell. You also need a stool or a step to do calf raises off. Now, as we go through the workout today, make sure you're following your paper copy that's been provided to you, because you'll see in the notes I've made suggestions on how to make the exercises harder or easier depending on your physical abilities. And of course, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. Our contact information will be provided at the end of the workout. So hope you guys enjoy, and good luck.
Show Fiji, I was cool. When I finally got sober, I'm 10 years old, motherfucker, there was something to do. I'm living out in LA. I drive a sports car just to prove that I'm a real big baller, cause I made $1 million and I spent it on girls and you. But you don't wanna be high like me, never really know why like me. You don't ever wanna step off that roller coaster all alone. And you don't wanna ride the bus like this, never knowing who to trust like this. You don't wanna be stuck up on that stage singing, stuck up on that stage singing. Oh, I know I sad songs, I sad songs. Oh, I know I sad songs, I sad songs. Tell me how's it
And I know she'll be the death of me, at least we'll both be numb. And she'll always get the best of me, the worst is yet to come. But at least we'll both be beautiful and stay forever young. This I know, this I know. She told me don't worry about it. She told me don't worry no more. We both know you can't go without it. She told me you'll never be in love.
There was a time I used to look into my father's eyes. In a happy home, was a king, I had a golden throne. Those days ago, memories on the wall. I still hear the songs from the places that I was born. Don't you worry, child. See, heaven's got a plan for you. Don't you worry now. There was a time I met a girl of a different kind. We ruled the world. I thought I'd never lose her outside. We were so young. I think of her now and then. I still hear this song, reminded me of the day.
dance by the water neath the Mexican sky. Drink some margaritas by a string of blue lights. Listen to the mariachi play at midnight. Are you with me? Are you with me? Water neath the Mexican sky. Drink some margaritas by a string of blue lights. Listen to the mariachi play at midnight. Are you with me? Are you with me? Dance by the water neath the Mexican sky. Drink some margaritas by a string of blue lights. Listen to the mariachi play at midnight. Are you with me? Are you with me? I wanna dance by the water neath the Mexican sky. Drink some margaritas by a string of blue lights. Listen to the mariachi play at midnight. Are you with me? Are you with me?
Yesterday was my favorite place, but today I don't see nobody. All alone, no familiar face. Need someone to be right beside me. 7 days and 20 hours since you left. Different ways, your voice still popping in my chest. And I still hope, I hope you're coming back soon. You're coming back soon. Take me to another place where the fairy tales don't end. Magical, magical land, magical, magical land. To another place where the fairy tales don't end. Magical, magical land, magical, magical land, magical, magical land. Magical, magical land. Magical, magical land. Dreaming about those days with you. I can stand that you ain't here with me. My life's a mess, all because of you. Need you now to be right beside me. 7 days and 20 hours since you left. Different ways, your voice still popping in my chest. And I still hope, I hope you're coming back soon. You're coming back soon. Take me to another place where the fairy tales don't end. Magical, magical land, magical, magical land. To another place where the fairy tales don't end. Magical, magical land, magical, magical land, magical, magical land. Magical, magical land. Magical, magical land. Take me to another place where the fairy tales don't end. Magical, magical land, magical, magical land. To another place where the fairy tales don't end. Magical, magical land, magical, magical land, magical, magical land. Magical, magical land. Magical, magical land. What would they say? What would they do? Would it be trouble if they knew? I'm trying hard to make you see. All that you are is all that I need. I know that it's a secret, and I gotta keep it, but I want the lights on. Yeah, I want the lights on. And I don't wanna run away anymore. Leave the lights on, leave the lights on. I know that it's a secret, and I gotta keep